Mic check one. All right, perfect. All right, guys, we're all logged in. All right, so you guys can put on your mic if you want to say.
Hello, hello.
Okay, so let's make sure everything is set. Your mic system works. Everything good. All right. All right. So our session today is gonna be a short session. What we're gonna be looking at today is just the agenda.
So class don't start?
We're just about to start now, few. All right. It's okay. We're just about to start. I just went live just now. Sorry, live now on YouTube. Okay. Okay. So what we're gonna be doing today for our session, it's gonna be designed for us to have a little discussion, right? About what are some of the questions you may have pertaining to the rest of the semester. All right. So if you ask a question, if you can raise the hand if you want to, right? That's the purpose of this session today. All right.
Hello, everybody.
Hey, what's up?
Sir, class will start or what?
Yeah, we're just about to start now. Yeah, we're just about to start. Okay. So, can you guys hear me? Can you guys hear me? Mic check one. But can everybody hear me? All right, perfect.
Yes, sir. Clear.
All right, good, perfect. Okay. So, what we're gonna be doing today then, I posted up a video this morning. A video kind of break down what our discussion today was gonna be about. All right. So if you go to my YouTube channel page, right, and you'll see a video there that I created here from. Let me just mute everybody's mic real quick. Yeah, perfect. Yeah, so that video I created looked at the agenda. Some of the things we looked at included one being the assessments that are left, right? So very important to talk about what type of assessments we have left. The next one talked about the presentations, and a lot of people messaged me about the presentation. So I said, you know what, let me create a video beforehand, right? That's gonna explain to you guys exactly what what you're gonna be doing, right, throughout that particular time period. And then we looked at like the class session. Some people ask me how the class is gonna run. Okay. I know right now you have a lot of classes going on, right? It's kind of hectic, okay, with the lockdown situation, all these things. So, what I'm gonna be doing is that we're gonna have some discussion classes like this, right? It's gonna be more like discussion based. All right. You notice that like I created a video using an extra software I have, right? That I was gonna be using for YouTube live streaming, but that one doesn't allow you to kind of be back and forth, right? Asking questions and so forth. So you can just kind of view. So this video I'm gonna show you right now is gonna walk you through, and I noticed that we have a couple of people already viewed the video already. That's okay, right? That's what I wanted, right? So you have any questions, then you can then discuss them now, right? So for the people that have not tapped that don't have the chance around to watch the video, I'm just gonna run the video right now. All right. After I run the video, then we're gonna have a discussion, right? And I want you guys to, if you have any questions, right, throughout this process, that's what we're gonna be discussing it now, right? So we're just gonna run the introduction video real quick, and that this video is also, if you want to go back to the video, it's on the channel. I just uploaded it last night, right? 11 hours ago. I already have 31 people that viewed the video already, right? So I'm just gonna. Can everybody see the video? Can everybody see my screen? Hello.
Yes, sir.
All right, perfect. All right, so I'm just gonna run the video, and after I finish running the video, then I want us to have a discussion, right? Then you can put on your mic or your camera if you want to. You don't have to put on your camera, right? But I just want to hear the questions, so I can answer them. We'll talk a little bit about the REI semester. Is it low? Can everybody hear it? We're also gonna be looking at some of the things, the assessments, and how you should submit the assessments when it comes to the remaining. All right, so let me try it from the beginning. The REI semester, what I expect from you. We're also going to be looking at some of the things, the assessments, and how you should submit the assessments when it comes to the remaining items we have left on this, right? The checklist. So, Let me minimize this real quick. Alright, so last week I emailed you guys a number of documents, some included assessments. Also, I sent you the rubric for the presentation and also your presentation topics. So some people that messaged me and they forgot their topics, so I resent that. Also, I resent chapter 17 that we're going to be looking at this week. Okay? So when we're looking at this right now for today, then we say that all the case studies are supposed to be submitted today. Right? You'll have to o'clock midnight to get those so I can review them. Right? Your quiz 2 is going to be due on the 8th, which is Friday. You'll notice that all your assessments are due on Fridays. Right? So you have your quiz 2, which is due Friday, and you have your quiz 2, which is due next week Friday. Right? So these two assessments were sent to you. Okay? Now, I also sent a Excel answer sheet, which is a formatted Excel answer sheet. On that answer sheet, that's where you're going to put all the answers on. Right? So in the case of quiz 2, some people are starting to back their submissions, right? So we're looking at that. I just want Excel answer sheet. That's the only thing I want you to submit for that one. Now, when it comes to your tests for next week, right? You're going to be submitting the Excel answer sheet. Also, you're going to be submitting the essay section in a Microsoft Word document, right? So there'll be two files that will be attached to the email, and then you send it to me, and that'll be okay. Okay? Now, when it comes to the other two assessments, I'll be sending those out on the 16th, right? So it's going to be quiz 3 and test 3. Okay? Now, we're looking at the presentations starting next week. Okay, so we have a little bit of time, so we're trying to maximize time. Now, some people ask about how the session is going to run. Well, they're going to run the same way like we have in class, right? So we usually have right? So we prepare it. And then you're going to log in. For this week, we're logging in at 2 o'clock p.m. Right? So that's the time that you're going to log into the software, and afterwards you can then, have a conversation about the particular issues we have. Moving on, when it comes to your presentation, so I had a lot of questions going back and forth when it comes to presentations. So we're going to be using the same platform we've all been using, which is the Jitsi platform, right? And this particular platform is going to allow us to do video conferencing, and it works really, really well. And I'll be sending you all the site link right before the presentation, like I always do. And then you're able to then, log in and then present. And I hope we all were able to view the video we created with the tutorial with other people, right? I see it's over 100 views already, so I believe that everybody got a chance to view the video and know the rest of the software we're going to be using. So moving on, when it comes to the presentations, I have 2 sections, right? So I have my management section 1 and I have my management section 2, okay? So when it comes to the presentation time now, for this week, right, my section 1 we're going to log in the same time, we're going to be at the 2 o'clock hour. And for next week, I have the section different. So, for example, group 2 is presented on Tuesday, right? And we're looking at their particular section 1 starts at 1 o'clock, right? So at 1 o'clock, then that chat room is going to be open and have section 1 in at that time, right? So section 1 is going to be presented at that time. I'm going to have 2 separate, next week I'm going to have 2 separate rooms created. One is going to be section 1 and one is going to be section 2. When it comes to that, it's because I want to make sure I look at the attendance, right? Who's in attendance at those presentations.
Sir, not hear sir.
No, they hear audio?
Yeah, sir, no audio.
Oh, you know they hear the audio? Alright. We'll work on that real quick. Let me see. Can anybody else hear? Can everybody else hear the audio? Let me pull it back. Mic check 1. Can you guys hear the audio? Everybody else? Guys, you can turn on your mic and say something. Alright, so let me just do that real quick. So when it comes to the presentations, right? So let me just kind of go through where I left off, right? So can you guys hear me now? Mic check one. Mic check one. Can you guys hear me now? Hello. Hello. Hello, guys. Are you guys there? Mic check one. Can you guys hear me now? Hello?
Yeah. Hello, sir.
Mic. Mic check one. Let's do an audio check. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah.
All right. So were you able to hear the video just now, or was it kind of low?
The last part, like that, just gone, so I can't hear the last,
The last part.
last 2 minutes.
Okay. Let me
Last
get.
2 minutes.
All right.
Okay. None at all.
Nothing none at all. All right, Tyrone.
Nothing.
Oh, sir.
Okay. So maybe you have some other issues. Okay. Let me just like go right into it then. All right. So that video was talking about. Let me put on my camera. Let me see everybody else. Can everybody else see me? Let me take off the screen sharing. Okay. Can everybody see me? Mic check one. It's okay.
Yes, sir.
All right. All right. So what I was talking about in the video, right? I looked at several aspects. Some people were able to see the video, right? I had about 31 views already on the video from this morning. So what the video is all about was kind of discussing some of the concepts. I think you guys heard a bit until the presentation part, right? That's where you kind of stopped off on. Okay. So what I want to hear from you guys right now then is if you have any questions concerning, the assessments, before I even go to the presentation. Let me do like that for right now. Right? Before I even go to the presentation, let me mute everybody's mic again. Alright. So before I even go to the presentation, let's talk about the assessments, right, that I sent you. Okay, let's talk about that before. Let me hear your views. Any questions on the assessments when it comes to quiz number 2 and test 2? Well, any questions? I hope we read the email and we saw that for the particular quiz is just an Excel, right? That Excel answer sheet, that's what you're gonna put your letter answers on, and then you submit that on Friday. I noticed a lot of people already submitted their work early. That's a good thing. Right, you're top of your game. I had some people message me that they want to test 3 already. And I said, okay, we don't want to send too much work. I don't want to kind of overwhelm you with work at this time, right? Because we have other classes to deal with, right? So I'm cognizant of that as well. So right now, you just have that quiz is due Friday, and then the test is due on next week Friday. Then I'll be sending out your other 2 assessments, your last 2 assessments afterwards. So questions. Let's talk about it. Questions based on the quiz. Let's talk about the quiz first. Questions on the quiz. Quiz on the test. You guys can put on your mic now. Questions, guys. Was it clear? Was everything straightforward? You have any issues with it?
No, sir. Everything's straightforward. To the point.
All right. So, okay. So let's move on to the case studies then. All right. So the case studies again. Remember, you had the option of doing it in pair, right? So you can either do it in pair or individually. So that still stands for the case studies. I know some people messaged me and they talked about, oh, sir, I can't find a pair. So I have no issues with that if you do it individually, right? So be okay. Just like the, of course, the test as well. The only thing is gonna be individual is gonna be those quizzes, right? Those are individual assessments, all right? And I just want to kind of clear up those questions. I got those questions in kind of early, right? When it comes to that. All right, let's move on to the test then.
Yeah, somebody found the blue. Hi, be able to hear.
All right, no, let me mute everyone again. All right, let me mute everyone again. No problem. All right, better now. All right. So, all right. We're looking now at the test, right? Okay, so I emailed you the test number 2. The test number 2, right? you're gonna be submitting the true and false section and the multiple choice section on that Excel sheet. All right. So put your answers on the Excel sheet. Okay. I'll be correcting those and then sending you those back. Right. So you can see your grade. That's what I'm gonna use. That's why I'm using Excel sheet. Right. It's easier for me to then do the calculations. Just do all the formula there. Right. Next. Right. The next thing we're doing also when it comes to that is looking at the section for the SEA section, right? So SEA section, you're gonna be doing that on a Microsoft Word, okay? So you're gonna submit 2 files. So the first file, when you send an email, you're gonna attach is going to be one, which is going to be the Excel file with the true and false and also, right, the multiple choice. And the next one, right, is going to be the SEA section, right? You know the SEA always worth, a lot of points, right? Majority of the points most of the time. So make sure you take your time there and then do your SEA, right, properly. All right, so I don't believe I'll have any issues when it comes to like plagiarism at this point in time, right? Because it's a take home, when it comes to that, you can have the same essay, right? Both people can have the same essay, so that doesn't make sense, right? So make sure you take your time and you work on your essay, okay, for that one. All right, any questions right now pertaining to the test? Guys, hello. Mic check 1.
No, sir, that's good too.
All right. Again, guys, feel free to put your input now. Ask a question. Don't be afraid to ask a question, right? I'm here now. This is the time for us to be conversing, right?
Sir, you must send with the email for the test, sir?
Yeah, I sent an email with the test and the quiz. I sent that yesterday.
Okay, yeah.
Or Sunday. I think I sent it Sunday. I'm not sure. But I sent already. So that has the test. That's a test. That's a separate email I sent. No, because some people finish the quiz and they say, you know what, sir, we have a little extra time, so why don't we start working on the test one time? I said, okay, no problem. So I sent the test out one time. So, I know you have other classes and stuff like that, right? So it's important that you use the time wisely because it's very short. Okay? Okay, so that's good? The test is good?
Yeah, everything clear, sir, bro. Everything cool.
All right, so next thing we want to talk about right now is going to be the quiz 3 and the test 3. All right, so I'm going to send those ahead of time. You know why? Because those are assessments that evaluate your perception of the presentations that are about to occur. Okay, so after you watch all the presentations, you're supposed to walk through that test, right? So that comes at the end, right? So that's gonna have a different due date. I'm actually thinking about pushing that test due date a little bit further, maybe to the Monday. Instead of the Friday, I'll move it to the Monday. So you have a little more time, right? Because we have a last presentation occurring, right? And then I might have it'll give you a little bit more time to kind of finish that up so I can then get that thing and grade. That'll be last assessment I grade for you guys. All right, so let's discuss right now the presentations, right? That's where we're at right now. And before we go there, you see I sent a earlier video this morning, right? And you notice the quality of that video was different. If you go on YouTube and then you can view it, right? The quality is higher, right? When it comes to the live stream, sometimes it kind of takes away, right, from the video quality. And of course, when it comes to us live streaming during the day, it's an issue for some people, right? It'll be kind of difficult for me to do a whole lesson live, right? Why do you think that? Mr. Kill mentioned just now somebody found the download. You might have issues at your house with internet connection, right? So and then of course, you might have other obstructions that occur during the day. So what I've decided to do for chapter 17, remember we're already halfway in chapter 17, guys, right? We're already halfway in chapter 17. That's the last chapter I was supposed to finish, right? We're already halfway in that. Now, what I'm gonna be doing, it has some key components, right? So just like I did that video last night, I think I'm gonna do several videos to cover the entire chapter, right? To break down, right? I'll give you my examples, everything, and I can show videos and then I'll pre-record them and then I'll upload them to the channel. Right? So in your own time, then you can then view the videos. And then after you view the videos and do the reading, then we come here on our live, right? Then all you do here, we discuss, right? What's something you had an issue with? What's something you didn't understand, right? Then we just hear out the questions right here. That's what I'm thinking about doing to kind of maximize time, right? So I'll have the video already created for you. You go and you sit down and watch the lesson. Afterwards, if you have any questions, you can actually put the questions right in the comments now, and I'll come and I can answer them live for you, right? How does that sound?
That makes sense. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. Now I'm looking at being more convenient to you guys, right? Because sometimes it's difficult, when it comes to maybe accessing a live internet connection and different things. So I have that already set. Then you can do it anytime. Then afterwards we just have a discussion. Okay. That last week when we come, let me put on back my screen sharing real quick. Alright. Alright, so let me put on that screen sharing. Alright, so everybody seeing my screen, right? Everybody seeing my screen, right?
Yes, sir.
Alright, so that's what I was talking about, right? Can everybody see the calendar? Have the calendar up right now?
Yes.
Alright, so guys, please mute your mic, guys. It's a mic. Can we get a little bit of feedback? Right? Everybody just mute their mic, please. Thank you. Alright, so like I was talking about earlier with the calendar, right? That's what it looks like. Now, next week, right? This week, Thursday, 2 o'clock again, we'll have a short discussion, right? Now, this is a discussion we're having, right? And we're going to air out any issues we have leading up to this presentation, right? So we'll do that on Thursday. Now, throughout this week, I'll be dropping out dropping the videos on YouTube, one after the next, right? And you're able to go and view the video. And then if you have any questions, put it in the comment section at the bottom, right? I'll read them and then I'll answer them afterwards, okay? On pre-recording. So it's very important that you subscribe to that YouTube channel, right? So you get the updates. Some people are on that channel really late. Last night I was working on a video just to test out the software. I saw people actually viewing the video, like 10 people live. Viewing last night late. So I'm saying, right, people are really dedicated to this management course, right? So that's the type of enthusiasm we want. We're looking at presentations for next week, okay? Now, chapter 2 presents first. Your presentation time. All right, now let me kind of get into this. For your presentation time, we know that you signed up for a class here, right? So the class is supposed to be Tuesday and Thursday. I would never take points off, right, for individuals that can't make it to a particular class, right? If I would have to do it on a Monday and a Wednesday, because that's not my meeting time. We'll meet 2 times a week, right? Just 2 times a week. Okay. Now, why is it important for you to attend these presentations? 1, all the presentations come back on the exam, right? In the essay section, right? And the short answer section. All the presentations come back. Okay. I will be giving each group a couple questions, and they're similar to the questions that are coming back on the exam, right? Based on the chapter. So it's very important for you, if you want to do well in this course, to attend these presentations and ask the questions. Why are we using this platform? Because you can actually ask the group questions too. Anything you don't understand, after the group is finished, you ask them the question and they're going to answer it, right? Using the same platform. That's why I noticed, and I'm glad today that I see so much people logging on the platform, right? So it shows that your login is working, right? Now, when it comes to the presentation time, all right, right now, as we speak, I have both sections at the same time, right? So that's 30 and 30. I have both sections at the same time, okay? So I have all these students at the same time. This won't work for the presentations though, all right? So this chat room that we have right now, this chat room is for both classes, right? They're logged in the chat room, right? So when it comes to the other presentations, I'll have a separate chat room built, right? So I'll send an email out to the section 1 class. But I have you guys sectioned off differently now, right? My email log list, I can send an email to the section 1 or just to section 2. So I'm going to send an email to section 1. This is going to be your class name. So you log in, everybody logs in, and then the group then, right, I noticed that some people sent me when it comes to let me just mute everybody's mic. Guys, make sure mic is mute because we're hearing, you know, the background stuff. All right. Okay. So let me come out of this. All right. So let me get back here. Now, everybody see me? Hello.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, like I mentioned, right? We look at the presentations what they're gonna run. All right. So, two things. One is that the group leader of these presentations are very vital, right? What's gonna happen before all the presentations? The group leader is gonna email me, right, a list of all the students, because you know we have some students that actually, you know, unfortunately drop the class, right? So your group might not be as big as first, depending on how much people drop the class because of, you know, their reasons why they drop the course, right? So I need to have an idea of that also, right? So before the presentations, I'll ask that each group email me a group list, right? When it comes to that, and also you email me a slide you're gonna be using for that particular day. What I'm gonna be doing, I can actually control your slide. Do you want me to control it or you want to control the slide? What are your guys' thoughts on that?
Make you control it, sir.
Right? So I can just control it, and then when it's your slide come up, then you just explain, right?
Yes, sir. To me, easier that way.
That's gonna be easier. Yeah, that's what I was thinking about that, because you know some people, you know, they might get confused with the software. So what I can do then is that you send me a slideshow and I'll just put on my screen sharing, and then when I go through the slide, your particular slide, then you just turn on your mic and you explain. All right?
Yes, sir.
I think that's gonna be the best plan for that one. Yeah, I agree with you guys on that one. All right, so that's what we're gonna be doing next week then. So you're gonna send me the names of your group members, right? And also your slide, right? And then I'll be able to control that, and then you're gonna be able to then explain, and that's gonna be recorded and then posted, right? So other students can then view that to prepare for their exam, right? Very important. So again, you can kind of get away with this one because you don't have to have your camera on, right? That means that you could be reading off something, but it's important to remember this, right? For this presentation, I know you can read really well, right? What I want, what you're gonna get points for right now is going to be your explanation. How well you can explain, right? Your particular slide or the concept you're talking about, right? How well you can explain that, and then you're gonna be giving examples. I always go back to that. You know I like examples, right? So explanation along with examples, very important. All right, and I had to include something new this time, right? You know what is included right into this also, guys? An individual grade. All right, so you're gonna get a group grade, and you're gonna get an individual grade, right? So you actually walk away with two different grades on this presentation, right? To close you off, you get a group grade that your group gets. That's a rubric, right? I already emailed you out the rubric already. If you go to that previous video I sent you, I explained everything in detail, right? Like I did last night, right? I explained everything in detail. So today we're just kind of conversing and getting some ideas. Right now I got some ideas from Teron. He talked just now about, you know, I'm gonna control the slide, so you guys just unmute your mic and you explain, then unmute again. And that's really good. And that's what we're here for, right? We're learning from each other and then having discussion, because this is all new to us, right? All new to us at this point in time. Okay. Next, so we're looking at those presentations being done. So you're gonna send me. Let me go over it again to reinforce the topic. You're gonna send me, for example, group 2. Right before your presentation, you're going to send me the slide and a list of your group members' names. I need that list, right? Very important, because on that list, I'm going to be putting that into a grading rubric right away, right? Please send me that the day before your presentation, right? Let me get that the day before. So when that time comes, we just activate and we go right into it. right? So I have everything already set up, the live streaming already, everything set, and I have the grade rubric set, right? And I can just go and then grade the group, and afterwards I grade individual students that do the presentation. So walk away with 2 grades from it. So it's a win-win for you, right? It's a win-win situation for you at that point in time. Okay? How does that sound? Guys? What's your thoughts on that?
Yes, sir. Sound good.
Alright. Good. So next what we're looking at is the exam. Alright. So I received an email that talked about all the exams are gonna be online. Okay. So I'm not sure at this point in time what platform they're gonna be using. I'm guessing they're gonna use the Moodle. Not sure yet. Right? So whenever I get that information, I'm gonna communicate that to you. But what did I already send you already? What did you guys get in your email already? You notice I already sent you the what? The exam what? Review sheet, right? Did everybody receive that email, right? Remember I sent you that right before school. Well, in the little break section, I sent you that early in the break. I sent you, all right, so I sent you 2 things, right? I sent you one, a detailed review sheet, right? That talked about some of the possible questions going to come in. And that, it's important that you kind of look at that and highlight. Remember, this management course has a lot of material, right? A lot of material. I can't expect you to know all those chapters, right, for the exam, right? So it's important that we want to work smart, we don't want to work hard, right? So we want to kind of focus our efforts on the information that's going to come back on the exam, right? Now, it's important also that you pay keen attention to the SCA questions, right? The SCA questions they're going to give you, because that's where a lot of grades come from. And the tip I always give you is that in the SCA section, it's important that you explain in your own words, right? Show me that you actually understand the material, right? And then you give your local examples. That's all I want, right? For that one, that's all I want, okay? And then you should be okay, right? You guys did really, really well moving up. Unfortunately, we had this virus that came about, and we had to do that stop. And now we're starting back. We started back yesterday, and today we're doing the discussion on our action plan forward, right? So that's what we're looking at right now for that point in time. Now, it's kind of harder for you guys because now we don't really have the in-class session a lot, whereby we're not actually there sitting down, but I'm making it convenient for you. I'm creating the videos. I'm going to create the videos. All the presentations, section 1 and 2, all those presentations are going to be recorded, live streamed. We live streaming on YouTube. Right now on YouTube, I say I have about 12 people viewing on YouTube right now. They're not on here, right? They're on YouTube viewing, right? They're supposed to be on here, right? So, I will actually have this platform so we can be back and forth, right? As this video is over, it's recorded and then posted on YouTube, right? And it's important to understand that some people kind of, have that stigma. They're kind of afraid to, talk and things like that. Don't be like that, right? Feel free to talk, ask questions, make your suggestions. Remember, this is for our class, right? It isn't posted for everybody to view, right? It's just for our class, right? And after this is over, I'm going to take those videos, right? I'll take them down, okay? So, very important. It's just for this process. So, feel free to explain yourselves, ask questions. During the presentations also, feel free to ask questions. I have a whole question and answer section in the last part of that. Okay, so after I go through the slide, after we finish, we're going to record it, post it up, and afterwards we get the questions out, answer the questions, and it'll be okay. Alright? One last thing. Everybody hear me? Mic check 1?
Yes, sir. Yeah.
We're all still there? Alright. Good. One last thing we want to talk about right now, I want to pull up is my calendar. Right? So, pretty much, the test number 3 is going to be due here. I may give you an extension to Monday, depending on how I feel. Right? But I think most of you can get it knocked out, because some people already knocked out that test too already and they're sending it to me now. Right? But I'm telling you, take your time. Don't rush the assessments. Make sure you want to get high on the assessments. Right? You want to get high on the assessments. Alright, so pulling down into June then, this week right here, I'm going to be doing a series of videos, going to be giving out, right, based on questions students have, right, some questions you may have, and I'm going to be explaining different core concepts, right, this week. And then we're going to exam, right? The exam schedule is not out as yet. Whenever I get that information, I'll communicate that to you. right? And so these 2 weeks are designated for exams. Exams end on the 19th, and then your summer vacation starts here 22nd, right? And of course, I'm going to be correcting those exams, and I should have your final grade in by the 26th. I'm going to submit that. That's the last day grades are due, okay? And then that kind of calls off. So right now, if you notice right now, we don't have a lot of time, right? So next week we go right into the presentations. Today I love the turnout today when it comes to the software, because it shows me that a lot of people, right? A lot of people are logging in. You're able to see how it works, right? And I like that. I like the fact that we're able to do that. So that's a major plus for me right now. That I'm seeing so many students on right now. So I have both of my sections on, and I like almost max capacity right now. That's good. The software is working well. Right, so we'll do our presentations. We won't have as much people on, right, because of the section. So when my 1 o'clock section is on, right, and afterwards my 2:30 section is on, and I'll have the two sections separated, right, for different presentations. So, but everything is gonna be posted live, right, posted live and afterwards recorded, and then we should be good to go afterwards. Now, questions. Let me hear the questions and concerns before we close off. Right, we're looking at 2:40 right now. We're here for 40 minutes already. All right. So, what are questions? Let me hear some of the questions, guys. What are some of the questions you have? What are some of the pressing concerns you all have? Right? Mr. Anklam, anything? You're okay?
Sir, how often we have that discussion? Like, how often?
We just have one more to have on Thursday. Moving on to the presentations, and afterwards you guys take over. Let me put on back the calendar view for you there, Mr. Cicada. Let me pull it on back for you real quick. Alright. Like I mentioned earlier, right? When it comes to the actual in-class teaching, it's difficult for me to do it. Right? So I'm supposed to do it pre-recorded and upload it to YouTube so you can then view it, right? Remember I mentioned it earlier, right, sir?
Yes, sir.
So we're gonna have one more session 2 o'clock on Thursday, and that's gonna be based on any questions you may have when it comes to the presentation aspect of it, right? And then we start presentations right here, right? So this will be a short informal presentation here. I have here 2 o'clock, and then we have presentations here starting right Tuesday here, and afterwards. And we might have maybe 2 more. We have the 2nd and the 4th, Mr. Kale, moving on to exams. So but these 2 are going to be designated to break down the exam. Right? You understand that? Right? These 2
Yes, sir.
right here are going to be, I'm going to take my time and break down the exam. Right? The review sheet. So my questions coming back. And then here, I'm going to have any last remarks from you guys. And then we close off, right? Remember, this forum we're using right now is more for discussion, right? We want conversation. Any issues you may have, right? Like right now, I see some messages coming in. All right, so, okay, good. All right, good. So remember, it has a little chat feature on the side, right? Everybody see that chat feature? So, sir, how many times? Sir, how many times? Okay, how much time for a presentation you present? All right, so the time frame, that's a good question. Right? So Daniel asked about the time frame. Okay, so remember our regular session would run for 1 hour and 15 minutes, right? That's our regular session would run for, right? In this case, that will be, maybe we'll say we wanna don't go over 60 minutes, right? I think you guys can compress that within that time. Remember, you're just gonna cover key objectives, and you have the PowerPoint and the resources to you, right? So I think nothing more than, let's say, an hour. Let's keep it within an hour, 45 minutes to 60 minutes between that time, right? 45 to 60 will be okay for me, right? Just for you guys to explain and give examples. I don't want to, we don't want to go off target with some of the core objectives, right? So keep it within the 45 minutes to the 1 hour time period. That'll be good. Right? I notice, guys, again, the chat is on the side. Now you can put a little chat there if you want to ask me a question. Next question. I'm not seeing. Okay. So just compare. Okay, good. So we have somebody there. So that, and then we had another student that said she's just getting to know the technology, right? So she's not seeing me, so she has her camera on. Good. All right, good. So again, through the presentations, you can put your questions right on the side. That's a good question. Talk about time frame. Again, the time frame runs regular to our presentation time, guys. Right? So I don't want to shortchange one, but then the next thing, you can't come here for a final presentation and present for 10 minutes and feel like it's okay. Right? That won't work. Right? Remember, each chapter has core objectives, learning objectives that you have to cover. Right? Right? Because you guys want that overall A. Right? So it's very important we understand that as well. Okay? Any other questions? Questions, guys? Questions, concerns? Class, now it's time for us to hear those questions. You could put your mic, take off that mute, and then we can discuss.
Sir, excuse me. The essay we do in a test, that will be panel exam.
Okay, so the exam is comprised of about 4 essay questions, right? Now, those essay questions are gonna be geared to specific chapters. All right. Before you guys take the final exam, they're gonna. But I will have to go and view it. Right. I'll have to go and view the exam at UB. Right. Usually that's the process. I'll see how it's that process. Right.
Yeah, yes, sir.
All right. Can you guys hear me now? Mic check 1. Can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, shit, sir. Yeah, I know.
Hear me now? Hello.
Yes, sir. Yeah.
All right. No. Okay, so I was talking just now about the exam, right? So the process of the exam is that before you get the exam, I'm able to view the exam. Okay? So
Yeah, again, sir. Well,
oh really?
yeah, again.
Let me see what's going on here. Let me mute everybody. I think we have a little bit of feedback. Let me mute everyone. Okay, so if you wanna talk, okay. Mic check 1. Can everybody hear me now? Can everybody hear me now?
Yes,
Mic
sir.
check 1. Hello?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
All right, so what I was talking about earlier is that I'm able to view the exam at a time, right? So I'm able to view the exam maybe 2 days or 3 days before the exam is then presented. When I go and view the exam, I'm able to then see exactly where the questions come from, which chapters, right? That's why the sessions, the discussion sessions we're gonna have at the end is very important, right? Because then I'm gonna give you a clear idea of what you kind of need to focus your efforts on, because we had a lot of things, we're gonna do a lot of content, right? Right? So it's important that we do that. That's why I'm saving those 2 sessions specific for that, right? For that breakdown, for the exam breakdown. Okay. Any other questions? Let's talk about it. Anything else, guys? Hello? Anything else? Anything else you guys want to ask? Feel free to ask. Right? In this question time right now. Everybody's okay? Hello?
Yes, sir. We're good.
All right, so that's all the content I want to cover today, right? So we talked about we talked about the assessments, we talked about the presentations coming up, we talked about the exams coming up, right? The exam coming up. Now, to answer Mr. Kale's question earlier, he talked about how often we're gonna be having these sessions, right? We're gonna have these sessions on Tuesday and Thursday, the same class time, around the same class time, the dates, right? Very important, because you'll be in class at the same time, right? Now, I understand people have, work and different things they're doing, so that's why I'm recording them and posting them on YouTube so they can then view it. If you have questions, they put in the comments as well, and I'll answer them, right? So, when it comes to that class session that we're supposed to have on Thursday,
I can't hear you, sir.
mic check 1, mic check 1. You guys hear me now? Mic check 1. Hello?
Yeah, I hear you, sir. Yeah.
All right. So,
Yeah.
can you hear me now? Taron, you can hear me now?
Yes, sir. I hear you good also.
All right, good. All right, so what I was talking about just now is that our discussion section on Thursday. Now, please have some questions for me if you have any, right, based on the presentation. That's going to be a very short session because pretty much I already covered what we're going to be doing for the month already. But I'm still giving that meeting time, right, for you guys to know, discuss. And if you want, I can will have the room open, right? What I can do Thursday as well. This was a suggestion given to me, right? I think Jamie mentioned this earlier. I can just have the room open now, guys, right? Which means that you can go into that room and you can meet with your group now, right? Like I can let's say for example, I come out of this chat room right now. The room is still open. I can have room running all day, right? Let's say you want to meet with your group, Teron, right, or Mr. Cadle. You guys want to meet, right? You can just go into the room, go into the chat room. It's open. Then you can do a video conference there, right? And you can explain to each other what you're gonna do. And I can have that service available to you if you want to. Like Thursday, I can just have that open, right? And I can just come in at a certain time and I'll say any questions, any clarifications, everybody okay, right? And of course, that could be that session for Thursday. Because pretty much right now, we already covered all the content when it comes to the agenda I had set out, right? I have that video on YouTube already pre-recorded also. You're able to go and view that, right? I have issues, and then you have all your assessments set, okay? And then we're ready to go, and I like the fact that we're testing the technology right now, and then we're all ready to go for Tuesday, right, for presentation. We have section 1 presenting, and we have section 2 presenting, right, on chapter 2, and then we're okay, right? And I'll be controlling the slide. So it's important again to send me your group members' name.
Sir, I have a question.
Yeah, what's the question?
So when we present group, we would have group 1 we went first, then group 2 went after we?
No, it goes to a section, right? So remember I sent out a schedule, right? Remember a schedule I gave with the chapters?
Sir.
You said
Yes,
calendar?
sir.
You said calendar, the calendar has the chapters. Who's gonna present?
Uh-huh.
Alright. So
Okay.
remember this chat room has both sections inside, right? I'll send a separate email to section 1 students before that presentation, right? That email will have a different link. We're not gonna use this link again. This link is for everybody,
Okay.
right? So I'll send a link that's just gonna be for section 1. Okay? When section 1 clicks that link, it goes to this particular chat room, right? But that chat room will only have students from section 1. Right? It'll only have students from section 1. Okay? That particular chat room.
So we have to do the presentation with only section 1 students.
Yeah, it's gonna be only section 1 students. I'm allowing you guys to put on your cameras. So you put on your cameras. If you're presenting, you turn on your camera. You present. Right?
Yes,
So just the members from that particular group will have their cameras on. Everybody else camera off, right? Mic off. Okay? And then afterwards, when that presentation is over, then that chat room is gonna be closed. You see? And then section 2 is gonna have their own chat room. Okay? So then they log in at 2:30. Then just section 2 students are there. And why I like that is because I'm able to then view all the students that are then logged in. So I can do attendance one time. Right? Of most students are logged into the presentation, you see? Right? So I have there, and I'll tell, all right, guys, everybody put present in the chat if you're here, present, and I'll see everybody's name and who has present there on the side. Now I'll jot that down, okay, or do a print screen of that, and then I'll acknowledge that and give you points for being in that presentation also, right? So you're getting points also, Teron, when it comes to attending the presentations, right? I have to reward you, right, for attending those presentations. Okay, that'll be a grade by itself. Okay.
All right, thanks.
Okay. Any other questions, guys? Feel free to ask your questions. This is the time, right? Questions. It's all clear. Mr. Anklam, you're all clear? Any questions? Okay. All right. So, Mr. Cadle, any questions? Everything good? Mic check 1. Everybody hear me?
So nothing about the test show, the essay and stuff like that. The whole the exam will come.
Okay, the exam. That's a good question. I don't even know the answer for that yet, right? Because remember, conventionally, the exam was going to be in-class exam, right? that had you just go and sit down and then you do your essay section and then you do multiple choice and true and false. But now, due to the fact that it's gonna be online now, I'm not sure how my course coordinator is gonna do that. Right? So as soon as he gives me that information, I'm gonna then explain it to you guys. That's why I need that last week. Very important to have that last week with you before exams. Right? So I'm able to explain exactly what's gonna come, what's gonna be covered, and then what's gonna be the medium for your exam. I'm guessing it's gonna be Moodle though. Guessing. Right? I'm not sure it's gonna correct itself. I'm not sure yet. But whenever I get that information, I'm gonna explain it to you guys. Okay? Right now, you already have the exam review sheet already, so that information is going to come back on the exam. So you can start preparing for exam one time with that review sheet I gave you. Okay? Does that answer your question? Hello?
Yes, sir. You answered my question.
Okay. Any other question, guys? Mr. Anklam, you're raising your hand. You okay? You have to unmute your mic, Mr. Anklam. You have to unmute your mic.
There?
Yes, I'm hearing you now.
Okay. Good day, sir. The time will be like 4:45 when you go to class, right?
The time? All right, no. The time.
Thursday.
The time for the presentation?
No, not Thursday. This Thursday.
No. The time is gonna be the same, 2 o'clock. It's gonna be 2 o'clock because it's gonna be a short. It's just it's just 2 o'clock. If you have any questions, I'm gonna email you.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm not gonna be teaching in that time. I'll have the videos already created. And I'm gonna send you the links to them, right? So you can then view them. And if you have any questions, right, you just write your questions in the comment section of the particular YouTube. And then afterwards, I'm able to then answer those when we have these discussions here, right, for you. So whatever questions you have. Throughout this whole month, I'll be creating videos as well. I'll posting up on YouTube. So then we have the discussion, right? Then of course you're able to then ask me questions. Like for Thursday's discussion, that's just gonna be based on presentations. I'm thinking about just having the chat room open like this, and you're able to meet with your group, right? So what I can create right now is gonna be a chat room for section 1 and a chat room for section 2. So when you go into that room, it's just your students in there, section 1 or section 2. Then you can then talk to them about the presentation or your group, because all right guys, make group 2 or group 1 log in at this time, the chat room open. So you can go and just like we're having here, you can discuss with your group, right? So that's gonna be a good avenue you can use, right? So instead of maybe me doing section with both sections, I can just have the 2 rooms open on Thursday. Then you guys can just go in and discuss with your group members and get ready for presentations the following week. Right? How does that sound?
Good. The link will be the same link for Thursday, or you'll send a next email?
I'll send a next link. I'm going to create a next link. I'm going to create a link for this link is for both classes. Right now, I have both of my classes on right now. You have section 1 and section 2. And students is full right now. 2 sections are on right now. Right? What I can do on Thursday for you guys, I can have 1 room running. Right? I'll run that room from maybe 1 o'clock. I'll keep it running for you guys. Right? And then you can be able to be there. And if you have any questions for me, then I can come in and then answer it afterwards. Right? So I can have that room running from 1 o'clock if I want to. Run that from that time. Won't be an issue for me. Right? So I have room 1 running and then room 2 running. And you can go in there with your group and discuss, hey, any questions, just like you're in class and doing a little work there. And of course, you have to be cognizant of what time you go into the room and things like that. Right? Because of course you have the entire class, right? It's the entire class. Right? But that's supposed to work. Yeah, I think I'll do that for Thursday instead. I didn't have any questions, then I can always answer that on another week. Right? Live. Because I need to give you some time to work too. Right? Give you some time to prepare yourselves. Okay? Any other question, Mr. Clark?
No, sir, thanks.
Okay, perfect.
This technology.
Yeah, it's technology. You have to get used to it. This is gonna be a new normal for right now. Right? This is wearing face mask. Right? Okay. Alright, any other questions? Okay, no problem. Thank you, Mr. Oglam. Other questions, guys? All clear? Alright.
Appreciate it, sir.
Okay, perfect. Alright, guys. So if you have any other questions, so feel free to email me also your questions. Right? So we kind of come to a close. On Thursday, I'm gonna kind of drop into those 2 sections gonna be running. Right? So for Thursday, I won't live stream Thursday. Right? I'll have a chat section 1 chat room open and section 2 chat room open starting from 1 o'clock, right? And you're able to go in there and discuss with your classmates. If you have any questions or any concerns, right, have that discussion with them in there, right? And then you can maybe do a little time, right, with just your group in that particular section. Okay, so I have those two running, and when I go into the chat, you can just leave a question on the side for me, and when I log in, maybe I drop in maybe 3 o'clock, right? And then I can then answer it, right? And I can then answer it there for you guys, right? Or 2:30, whatever time I drop in, right? So I'll have that running. Okay, and afterwards I can just answer it in the chat. I leave the chat open. I can leave it running, then you can go back into it and see the answers and all that. Because you can view the chat on the side, right? So you have that feature, right? So I don't have to be controlling the chat, then you guys can take over, because next week, then you guys actually take over, right? So again, any other questions, guys, before we close off?
Crystal clear, sir.
All right, perfect. So look out for your emails. I know I kind of email you guys late in the night time. That's when it's quiet, right? I tend to make those videos late at night when it's quiet. So and just keep attention when it comes to the assessments and the deadlines, because I want to try to get all those grades in so we can kind of have that ready moving into the exam. But I really want to have students having missing grades. That's a big thing, right? So now I'll be notifying you afterwards when it comes to a little grade update and things like that. All right. All right, guys, so this was a good session, very informative. I hope I answered most of your questions. I think now we will have a clear idea of how the semester is going to run, right? Feel free to view the other video I had earlier, right? That kind of breaks down, right? A little reminder of what is due, how you're going to do the presentation, things like that. And this was a good discussion we had today, all right? So on Thursday again, I'm just going to have the chat rooms open. I won't be live streaming on Thursday, so no YouTube live stream Thursday. We're just going to have the chat rooms open and you can utilize them. Have any questions, then I can answer them the following week. So I won't be there. I'll just have the chat rooms open, okay? Sounds good?
Yes, sir.
All right. Then we're ready for Tuesday. And the software works really well. I'm glad to see both of my sections on right now at the same time. The software is working good. Nothing's crashing. Well, other issues now and again, but that's just little glitches. We can fix that. Okay? All right, guys, so that's it. Hope you all enjoy the rest of your day. Stay safe, wear your face mask, right? And practice social distancing like we're doing right now, all right? So that's it, guys, the rest of your day. Okay?
All right, lick the shit, sir.